Today it's day 28 with the rabbits since we bred them. So we've got to go through and we've got to give nesting boxes to each of them. But if you come with me and I'll show you the rabbits and we'll show you what we're going to do to give them some nesting boxes. Now, I'm going to speak just a little bit quieter as I come in here. And part of the reason is I don't really want to startle the rabbits. We try to keep things a little bit quieter in here. But these are our does that we're expecting to have babies here. So I'm going to show you the rabbits that we have, and I'm going to show you nesting boxes. This right here is a nesting box that we're taking, and we're going to prepare these, and we're going to give all of our mamas their nesting boxes today. We're looking at this Californian. She's day 28 right now. On day 31, we expect her to have babies. Same thing with this doe right here. And these two were actually sisters. They're litter mates. This right here is actually a New Zealand doe. We're expecting her to have babies. And we've got, now because I have chickens around, I always tip my nesting boxes upside down until we're ready to use it. This one's not been bred yet. Yeah. She's going to be a good rabbit. She's got really good lineage. Yeah. We got some more Californian does over there. They're all bred. So we've got about 12 or 13 pregnant does here that we've got to get ready. So we'll show you how to get a nesting box ready, and we'll get some nesting boxes in here. And when we do that, hopefully we'll have some babies here in the next few days, and we'll show you how that process goes along. But today we're going to go through and we're going to actually take and get some nesting boxes, and we're going to set them up, and we're going to show you. Now this is my own design of a nesting box. I like it a little bit better than some of the other ones. I really all I'm doing is putting a strip right across here. When the mamas jump out, it seems to keep the kids in just a little bit better. But we're going to go through here today, and we're going to put some shavings in the bottom, and then we'll put straw in it, and then we'll give it to them. And we expect babies in a week or so. Anyway, there's a window right here. Got a swing right out the window, but my son's having a lot of fun. I make my own design here a little bit, but we're going to show you how I prepare the nesting box and I give it to the rabbits. Now we just came from the barn with the does. This actually is where I've got most of my bucks at and some of the grow outs. If you take a look at the barn, it's actually going to be a decent sized barn. Right now, there's a lot of stuff in here. I don't even know what most of it is. We've moved a few things in, my fishing pole, but really the rabbit cages, and just shifted stuff around. Once we clear all of this junk out, maybe there'll be some good stuff in it too. Maybe we'll find some treasures in here. But once we clear it out, this will actually be a pretty good barn to put quite a few rabbits in. And so I'm pretty excited about that. These right here are the bucks. We've got a few cages in here right here. And we've got some good looking animals coming up. But today I'm going to show you mostly about getting a nesting box as we're preparing for babies as they come. And the very first thing I'm going to do with this nesting box is I just take some shavings. And these are just regular pine shavings. And I've got deep enough nesting box that I can put a good inch and a half of shavings in there. And I love doing that because it absorbs the moisture. It absorbs moisture that comes from birth, the baby's pee, and then when I go to clean it out, I can clean it. Oftentimes the nesting box is just thrown away or burnt, and I start with a brand new one. They're not that expensive for me to make. But if for some reason it is reusable, I can scrape it out, I can go through and I can sanitize it with some Clorox, and we can use it sometimes a second, third, or fourth time before we get rid of them. But I'm going to start with just putting shavings. I know some people go with metal nesting boxes. I think that that's awesome because they're easier to clean. But these ones right here, they're warmer. And especially since I'm moving to a colder climate, we're going to get some pretty cold weather. I'm doing all of my rabbitry in barns now. At least, hopefully we'll be able to do everything in barns. We'll see what it's like. After I get a good layer of shavings, pine shavings in there, then I go through here and I put straw, and the rabbits like the straw to make their nests out of. So we just take and put some straw in, and it's really just about that simple. And I leave it pretty full. They're going to pack it down, they'll burrow in there, and they'll actually eat some of that straw, which is good for them. And it's about what I give each one of my does. So we just want to go through and we'll get them all in nesting boxes and get them set up and ready to have babies here in just a few days. And then if you take a look, some of them will start eating it. And it takes a little bit as they go through. But they get to where they're okay or comfortable with it. I'm going to move this one back just a little bit more. There we go. Anyway, that's giving them nesting boxes. I still have a few more I've got to do, but it's the same thing. I just go through, fill up nesting boxes, and we go through and we give them all a nesting box. And here in less than a week, we'll have some babies. We hope. We hope. On there and she's built quite a nest in there, but she doesn't have any straw, so I just gave her more straw. They get in there and they go after it, and they build a nest pretty good. The fact that she's gathering stuff up with her mouth, those are some pretty good signs. See, and she's already went in there and already dug a tunnel for her. But she's been showing signs of wanting it for a while, so. Our rabbits that are expecting. Oh, and we've had babies. Now, first off, I gotta make sure that she's actually done having babies. So I'm gonna be a little bit slow. We're gonna just take a look. Holy smokes. Hand me the camera here. I want to come down here and I'm just going to show you in. Now these babies are an hour old. I was in here an hour ago. An hour ago. And look at that. We've got a whole nest of babies right here. So this is exciting. And I don't know if I'm going to go completely through and count them, but I'm going to pull just enough that you can see that there's a mess of them there. So these babies are brand new. And that's a positive thing. Now this fur the mom pulls and puts on them, you've got really very, very good, healthy babies here. Now I'm not going to go to the point I actually count them quite yet. It does look like mom is done having babies, but she did a really good job. I'm very, 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 very impressed. So good job, mom. We're going to take a look into this nest. They were born in the middle of the night. And we're going to come in here and we're going to actually take a look at their nest really quick. We're just going to pull the nesting box. Now these babies, they were born last night in weather that got down to 10 degrees or less. And if we take a look here, I pull this back, these babies were born 10-degree weather. Now that is going to be a little red baby. Now that is going to be a beautiful rabbit. And we're excited to have that. But these babies, born in the middle of the night with mom's fur on there, survived.
And there's several of them here that are going to be colored really good. Look at that. Look at that. We've got some beautiful, beautiful babies here. And look at that. That's going to be a tricolor, I think. We'll wait for the red spots to come in. You're seeing the black spots right now. We are going to have some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful rabbits there. That's a red. Let's see. But my point is, we come through, you take a look at the warmth that is. 10 degrees of weather. 10 degrees. That was a cold night. One of the coldest nights out there.